Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam. In another place of the Bhagavad-gita, it is also said that Abbakta Akkhara Ityukta Samahu Paramam Gatim Jang Prapana Nivartanti Tadhama Param. Abbakta means non-manifested. Even the part of material world is not manifested before us. Our senses are so imperfect that we cannot see how many stars, how many planets there are in this material universe. Of course, through the Vedic literature we get information of all the planets. We may believe or not believe, but all the important planets in which we have connection, they are described in Vedic literature, especially in the Srimad Bhagavatam. But the spiritual world, which is beyond this material sky, parastasmatu bhavo anya, but that abbakta, that not manifested spiritual God is the paramangati. That is, one should desire, one should hanker after reaching that supreme kingdom, and once approaching that supreme kingdom, jang prapa, one approaching or one achieving that supreme kingdom, non-nivartanti, one hasn't got to return back to this material world. And that place, which is the eternal abode of Lord, from where we haven't got to return, that should be our. Now, a question may be raised. What is the way, how to approach the supreme abode of the Lord? That is also described in the Bhagavad-gita. It is said on the 8th chapter, verses 5, 6, 7, 8, the process of approaching the Supreme Lord or Supreme Lord's abode is also given there. It is said like this: Antakale cha mameva smaran muktya kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nastatra sangsaya. Antakale, at the end of life, at the time of death, Antakale cha mameva, one who thinks of Krishna, smaran, if he can remember a dying person at the time of death, if he remembers the form of Krishna, and while remembering in that way, if he quits the present body, then surely he approaches the spiritual kingdom Mad bhavam. Bhavam means the spiritual, the nature. Jab prayati sa mad bhavam yati. Mad bhavam means just like the nature of the transcendental nature of the Supreme Being. As you have described above, that the Supreme Lord is Sachidananda Vigraha. He has his form, but his form is eternal, Sat, and full of knowledge, Chit, and full of bliss, Ananda. Now just we can compare our present body, whether this body is Satchidananda. No. This body is Asat. Instead of being Sat, it is Asat. Antavattu Vanimedia, Bhagavad-gita says that this body is Antavat, perishable. And Sat Chit Ananda. Then instead of becoming Sat, it is Asat, just the opposite. And instead of becoming Chit, full of knowledge, it is full of ignorance. We have no knowledge of the spiritual kingdom. Neither we have got any perfect knowledge of this material world. So many things unknown to us. Therefore, this body is ignorant. Instead of becoming full of knowledge, it is ignorant. The body is perishable, full of ignorance, and nirananda. Instead of becoming full of bliss, it is full of miseries. All the miseries that we experience in this material world, it is all due to this body.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare